Hello fellow YouTubers, and it's Jax here, and I have to say it has been quite a while since I uploaded a video. Trying to think of an excuse, don't have one! But the good news is I have a story for you guys. So recently I found a memory that I had kind of repressed, we could say, and it was shone into some light recently, and I thought to myself, hey, video time. So my story starts 3 years ago when I was in my first year of big school. Now I don't mean when you're like in play school and you're like, oh, I'm going to big school where I learn to read and write, because obviously that was not 3 years ago for me. No, I mean when you go into that school, see, in Ireland it's called secondary school, but I don't know what it's called in, you know, whoever's watching this is country, your country. But it's like the school you go to where you're after being like the eldest in one school for a long time and now you're like the youngest. So you still think you're like all that when really you're not. No, not at all. So it was a few months into the school year and I'd already gotten quite the reputation. I used to bark at people. I don't mean like, oh, woof, 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 hee 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 hee. I mean full on. I used to actually chase people around my school barking at them. I don't know why. I don't know why I did this. I mean, why would any sane person bark at someone? I just did it. It's a thing. It happened. It's over. But that's not actually what my story's about, but it does give some insight into what 3 years ago me was like. So I remember the day was actually particularly sunny. That has nothing to do with the story, I just thought I'd show off my memory skills. I was, strutting down the school hall. I was on my way to the old canteen or cafeteria, and my friend had stayed behind in the base room, so I could look like a total loner. Thanks, friend, I know you're watching this. And there was this piano outside our canteen or cafeteria, and there was this girl who was 2 years ahead of me who was there playing it with some friends. And I thought it would be the most hilarious thing ever if I went over and started playing it beside her, because 12-year-old me was a little shit. So basically, she's there majestically playing this beautiful piano piece, like, not majestic at all. So I came over and tappity tap tap, and she kind of turns to me and goes, like, can you not? I was like, oh yeah, sorry, excuse me. Sassy 12-year-old me, like, I can play if I want to. So she continues, being like I literally can't think of any famous piano player right now. I'm a disgrace to arts, to the literature. So anyways, I started tapping again, and she turns to me and goes, right, you do that one more time, and I'm throwing you in a bin. A bin. Of all the threats in the world, she threatens to put me into a bin. Well, I couldn't resist now, could I? So she continues, and there I go. One small key for man, a giant tap for mankind. Tap! Boy, did she lose the plot with me. And if that wasn't enough, her friends were egging her on. They're like, yeah, you teach this like, in the first year just coming in. You teach her a lesson. You show them the first years. You don't mess with the older years. So this is where things get interesting. She got all up in my face like, you know what, I warned you, you're going in a bin now. Follow me and I'll put you in a bin. First of all, she tells me to follow her to put me in the bin. Which, I obediently do just for the bands, you see, because I knew she wasn't actually going to throw me into a bin. I mean, just how lame is that? And she would have gotten so much trouble. So I said, you know what? Sassy 12-year-old me, bring it on. So she does. She brings it on by, leading me to the girls' changing room, which has a giant black bin in there. And the door to the changing room was closed. And as she goes up to to open it, you're meant to push this door, okay? So it's meant to be like a door. But she pulls it, but she was so angry with me at the time. I mean, I don't know, she must have been trying to really impress her friends, and I must have been just a complete shit that day, because she was just so mad. So she... tongue! Literally, she pulls and she goes forward when she should have been pushing, and it's just this one massive bang. And I'm behind her, and I just start roaring laughing. It's that kind of laughter that erupts from within and just throws lava of laughter at everyone to laugh along. You know, that contagious laughter that you get hit with it and you're burnt, and all of a sudden that burn turns to laughter. This is a really, really, really bad metaphor, simile thing I'm doing, isn't it? So anyway, at this point, this girl, I feel really bad now thinking about what I was doing. I think she's at the end of her rope, okay? I hear this growl, this actual growl. It was like... maybe not that dramatic, but it was a growl. And at this point, 12-year-old me made the smartest decision of my life. I ran. I ran as fast as not as fast as I possibly could, because it was a school hallway, so if I got caught for running, I would have gotten in trouble. And I was a model student, obviously. So I fast walked down the hall and into the base room I was in. She didn't follow me, thankfully. But as I was walking down the hall, I could just hear the anger erupting behind me, and all the her friends what happened? I was still laughing coming into the base room, and my friend's just there munching away at a sandwich. She didn't know any of this had happened, and she's like, oh, how did you get your food in the canteen? And I'm there with my evil smirk, my crossed arms, and I look at her, and I say to her, boy, have I got a story to tell you. So everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my little blast from the past. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment below any things you might have done when you were younger to annoy someone, whether in school or out. I don't really mind, I'll enjoy reading them either way. If you really enjoyed this video, why not share it with your friends and family? And if you haven't already, press that subscribe button. If you want to see this flamboyantness every video. I was going to actually put out a time there. I was going to say every week or every month, and then I'm just like, I don't trust myself to say that. I don't, because I have really unscheduled uploading. What am I doing? This looks so wrong. I'm going to stop now. But yes, thank you all for watching, and this is WannabeJacks saying goodbye, fellow YouTubers.